Hi, my name is Peter Gabriel Oluoch. I'm 41 years old now. I have a family of 3 kids and a wife. Back in 2012, I experienced a kidney failure in December, but I didn't know it was a kidney failure until February. And in February, that's when I discovered I have a problem with the kidney. So since then, I've been on dialysis, and at one point it proved positive, and I even thought I'm going to stop dialysis. Unfortunately, things turned around this year, and I started vomiting blood. I started going on a long call full of blood, and I didn't understand what was happening. So I had to be admitted. I was rushed to the hospital. I was admitted for about 12 days, and they discovered I had a clot on my chest, which is still on, and they decided it's an emergency surgery. So they had to call in doctors who can be able to analyze the clot, and after analyzing, they decide when the surgery should be done. So it took a team of doctors to analyze the whole thing, which finally they all came to a conclusion that where the clot is, it was untouchable. It was so dangerous that if they touch it, chances of survival were not going to be high. Chances of survival actually were 80% not coming out of the theater, 20% out of the theater. So my nephrologist told me, we find it a bit complicated. We need to get more doctors, sit down, and then decide the way forward. They didn't tell me directly, and then see the way forward. So meanwhile, because you're now stable, we're going to give you the medications. You're going to be on medication to try and clear out the clot until we have a panel of doctors who can sit down and now decide which way forward with your clot. So later on, when I did my revisit with him, that's when he told me that I couldn't tell you at the ward, but the fact was the surgery was impossible, because where it was and where your heart was, it was just a matter of small miscalculation, and everything goes haywire. So the anesthesia decided he will not inject me there. The dose for sleeping, because and he's he's a very important guy before you go for this, the surgery. He's the one who has to inject you, prepare you, and give you to the doctor. So he said he's not going to do that. And then the surgeon himself also looked at the risk and said he's not ready for it. The owner of the hospital also said, no, I think you're taking this thing too much. Let's first consult more, and then we can decide the way forward. So that's when I got discharged, and since the time I got discharged, life has never been the same again. And that was in April, because before April I was very okay. I would come out of the house, walk strongly to the bus stop, take a matatu, and go to work. Right now, I can't even reach the gate. By the time I reach the gate, I feel like falling down, because I don't have that energy. So the energy is out. My chest keeps blocking because of that clot. It's like it's growing. It's like the clot is growing. And now it's been made worse by the dialysis condition, because now water is piling up my chest and my thighs. So I find my body unproportional. My feet are okay. My leg up to the knee, not very bad, but still a bit bad. It's a bit stiff because it's there. If you can be able to feel it, you see it's so stiff. You try to press it, nothing is going down. If you try to press yours, you'll see yours is going easily. You don't need to use any effort. But mine, you can't. It's like a raw avocado. Then you come up here. Here, all this is water. And you can imagine I was just from dialysis yesterday night, and already this is swelling. Okay? This chest you're seeing here, I've not done any building. This chest is being brought by the water. So water is getting accumulated up from here, coming up, and that's when I eat something small, I get full. I take a half cup of tea, I get full. If I do more than that, I get discomfort in the discomfort on my chest, because now I can't breathe properly. So it's like there's no enough oxygen to circulate in the system, because the space for circulation is been submerged by water. So the doctor suggested we do 3 dialysis in a week. I've been doing 3 dialysis in a week for, I think, since August, but I can't see any proper change with that. It's just draining me, it's draining my family, it's draining anybody who is next to me. Because now, at least 2 of my dialysis are being taken care of by NHIF. The third session, plus the medication, I have to pocket. I have to take care of my pocket. So the third session is 9,500 per dialysis. Then my medication, around 3,500. So if you top up that together, it's about 14,000 extra every week. I got a family to feed. I got a house to take care of, rent. I got school fees to pay. I got a life to live. So it becomes quite tough for me. So that's why I decided, let me ask for well wishes. And thank God my family decided to form a committee of them and my friends and the people who know me. At least they form a committee and organize for a fundraising for me to get some funds so that I can be able to have a transplant. And I think that was one of the best things that has ever happened in my life, because if all goes well, because I know the God Almighty has been with me for a long time, and He's still with me, and I'm sure He's not leaving me. He's going to make it happen. And once He makes it happen, I'm going to live a normal life. At least I can enjoy a glass of water, which I used to enjoy. I can enjoy a cup of tea, which I used to enjoy. I can have a good meal. I can eat a good meal. I don't have to explain so many things when I go to a party, when I go to visit somebody, because it gives me a hard time. You've gone somewhere, people don't understand you, then they bring food on the table, you tell them, no, I don't eat this, no, I don't eat this, no, I don't eat this. So they wonder, what does this person eat? Now, when it comes to sleeping, for the last 14 good months, I've not been able to enjoy sleeping in a bed. Simply because if I lie on any bed, I get a cough. So if I lie from now, like let's say from 10 o'clock in the evening to morning hours, if I'm lucky enough without coughing, then I'll wake up with a swollen face. My face will be swollen that I cannot even swallow anything. So it will mean that I'll sleep, yes, on the bed, but the following day I must go for dialysis. So that means I will have to be going for dialysis after every 1 day. So that is one thing that doesn't make sense to me. Number two, if I don't want my face to swell, then fine, I can sleep. But I sit at an angle. But I'll have to cough throughout the night. So that's another problem. If I cough throughout the night, I'll wake up with aching ribs. I'll wake up with a congested chest. So I end up with a discomforted body throughout. So there's no point. So that's why I decided, let me try to see where my comfort is. So I decided, okay, fine. Let me make my seat my home. And my wife decided, wacha kusumbuka. We'll put a cushion here, and a cushion here, and cushions at the back. Then I give you a duvet and a blanket, and you sleep on the seat. So this has been my bed. My life has been quite challenging, but I think God has been more on my case. He's given me a lot of strength, and he's given me a very fantastic family next to me. My mom, my sisters, my cousin, brothers, my wife, they've all been so supportive, plus my friends. And I thank God for whoever brought them close to me. I've never seen that kind of love before. But when I got sick, that's when I realized my family value me like nothing else. And I value them so much. We've been so much, and to some point, if you're a wicked soul, as in weak soul, if you've got a weak soul, you cannot make it. But we managed to soldier on and get the best out of what we can get. At one point, you reach and ask yourself, is there really God? Then you pull back and say, Apana. That is not what I'm supposed to say. If were it not for God, I would have been here. So I have to thank God for whatever has happened in my life. Whatever happened with a reason. All those years, paying dialysis, 2 dialysis every week, until the NHIF came in 2 years ago. It was not easy. And looking at the diet also. And my rent is still on, still counting, food is still counting. And I was able to do all this. Of course, with the help of my family, with the help of my wife, I was well sorted out. So as much as it was there, I will feel the weight, but somehow God will remove it easily. So I thank God for that. And I'm sure even the Harambe that is on the way, it's going to be a fantastic Harambe. We are going to hit over 2.5 because I know he's there and he's heard me. And I'm requesting him to give me over 2.5 so that I don't have to reorganize for another Harambe. It's a tough thing to do. And people get really committed. They go out of their way just because of you. They get committed. They leave whatever they're doing just to come to your rescue. So I wouldn't want to take so much time of theirs again. I would like God to do it once and for all. So thank you very much. I have to thank Mr. Joab and his friend Derek. They came in all of a sudden, and now we are friends, and we look like we've been there for 10 years for each other. So I thank them so much. And just a brief introduction. This is my sister. She will tell you her name. And this is my wife. She'll tell you her name. These are part of the team that has been helping me soldier on with my life. So, sister.
Hello, my name is Amata Oluoch. the baby sees my brother. And I would really like people to assist us so that he can get life again. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emily Aking. I'm Peter's wife. I thank God for all this time He has been soldiering on. Thank you.